Welcome back. Today on Car Craze, we're driving into the future, literally. The legendary Volkswagen Beetle, a car that once defined generations, is coming back for 2026. A broken bar, and this time, it's electric. Get ready to experience the iconic bug like never before. The VW Beetle needs no introduction. From its humble origins in the 1930s to becoming a symbol of freedom and counterculture in the 1960s and early 2000s, it's always had a way of reinventing itself. But in 2026, it's taking its biggest leap yet into the electric era. So, what do we know about the 2026 VW Beetle so far? While Volkswagen has kept most official details under wraps, insider reports and leaked concepts are painting a very exciting picture, and we're here to break it all down for you. First things first, to the design. This isn't just a reboot, it's a reimagination. The 2026 Beetle is expected to retain its signature rounded shape and retro charm, but with futuristic touches that make it fit perfectly into the new landscape. Think sleeker lines, LED lighting, flush door handles, and a wide stance that gives it a more planted and confident look. Volkswagen is clearly aiming to attract both nostalgic fans and modern drivers. The front end may include a closed grille, a common F-trait for better aerodynamics, while the rear pays homage to classic Beetles with updated taillight clusters and a more streamlined hatchback profile. Expect big 18 to 20-inch wheels and maybe even a two-tone paint option that nods to the Beetle's heritage. Now, let's talk performance. The new Beetle will likely ride on Volkswagen's MEB platform, the same modular electric architecture that underpins models like the ID.3, ID.4, and ID.Buzz. This platform gives VW the flexibility to design vehicles in various body styles while keeping production costs efficient, and the Beetle will benefit from this modularity in more ways than one. We're expecting at least two battery options, a standard 52 kWh battery for entry-level models and a larger 77 kWh pack for those seeking longer range. Estimated range? Somewhere between 250 to 350 miles, depending on the configuration and driving conditions. That's more than enough for daily commutes, weekend road trips, and everything in between. And yes, rear-wheel drive is likely, just like the original Beetle. That classic driving feel, now electrified. But there could also be an all-wheel drive dual-motor version, or something that would seriously boost performance and attract enthusiasts who want more than just a stylish city car. In terms of speed, we're not expecting it to be a Tesla killer, but it should be zippy. With instant torque, 0 to 60 times could land somewhere in the 6 to 7 second range for the AWD variant, while the single-motor version might hover around 8 seconds. More than enough pep for a fun, responsive ride. Inside the cabin, Volkswagen is pushing for minimalist, tech-forward interiors. Early concept renders suggest a digital cockpit, floating infotainment display, and touch-sensitive controls throughout. But there's also a focus on sustainability. Think recycled materials, eco-friendly upholstery, and customizable ambient lighting. One of the coolest rumored features, a digital Beetle history mode that can transform the instrument cluster into a vintage-style dash, mimicking the look of older Beetle gauges. It's a fun touch that could connect the past with the future in a way no other car does. Connectivity will be a strong suit, too. Expect wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and VW's latest driver assist tech, including adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and maybe even limited hands-free driving capabilities on highways. Now let's talk pricing. Volkswagen has been vocal about making F accessible to the masses, and the Beetle will likely reflect that philosophy. We're hearing the base model could start around $30,000 to $35,000, making it one of the more affordable electric hatchbacks in its class. Fully loaded versions could climb into the low $40,000s, especially with AWD and larger battery packs. When it comes to competitors, the Beetle is stepping into a growing segment. It'll go head-to-head with the likes of the Mini Cooper Electric, Fiat 500e, and possibly even the Tesla Model 2 if that launches around the same time. But none of those have the cultural weight that the Beetle carries, and that's going to matter. This isn't just a car, it's a lifestyle statement. Volkswagen knows this, and they're leaning into it. Expect lots of personalization options, special editions, and maybe even convertible versions down the line. A modern electric Beetle cabriolet. Yes, please. There's also the possibility of Volkswagen connecting the Beetle to the ID family branding, though they may keep the Beetle name intact because of its heritage value. Whether it's called the ID.Bug, the e-Beetle, or simply Beetle, it's going to stir a lot of interest. Production is expected to begin in late 2025. With European deliveries starting first and North American availability soon after. VW is investing heavily in its F factories in Germany and possibly in the US as well, meaning the Beetle could be built closer to home for American buyers. Charging-wise, the 2026 Beetle should support up to 125 kilowatts of DC fast charging, meaning you can go from 10% to 80% in around 30 minutes, perfect for coffee breaks or quick stops during longer drives. Now, you might be wondering, why bring the Beetle back at all? After all, it was discontinued not too long ago due to falling sales. But the F-revolution has changed the rules of the game. Iconic nameplates are making comebacks, and nostalgia is a powerful driver in the market. Volkswagen understands that the Beetle has a fanbase spanning decades. Boomers, millennials, and even Gen Z. Everyone knows the Bug. And in an era where brand identity and story matter more than ever, the Beetle's comeback is more than just a smart movie, it's a cultural moment. It's also a chance to redefine the Beetle for a new generation. A generation that cares about sustainability, style, and tech. A generation that wants cars that aren't just transportation, but conversation starters. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 VW Beetle isn't just a revival, it's a reinvention. It's taking everything we loved about the original and the modern iterations, and wrapping it all in a future-proof, electrified package. And we at Car Craze are absolutely here for it. If the rumors and prototypes are anything to go by, the Beetle is ready to be more than just a retro curiosity. It's ready to lead, and it just might become one of the most unique and desirable Fs in the compact segment. We'll be keeping a close eye on every update, every teaser, and every spy shot, so if you're as excited about the return of the Bug as we are, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Craze, and drop a comment below. Would you drive the 2026 Beetle? Thanks for riding with us into the future. Until next time, stay charged and stay curious.